So I just broke up with my therapist. And I guess I'll tell you why.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video, this sister broke up with her therapist, or should I say fired her therapist for voting MAGA, and she was proud about it because of the way, the things she was saying, the reason why she did what she did, and this led to her deciding to fire her therapist. So let's go ahead, listen to her story, then we'll come back and we'll talk more about it. Please let me know what your thoughts are as we share the story. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's go watch our video.
Basically, I went in there today. It was more like an emergency session, only because I really have been having trouble. Like, after this election, I really have been having trouble. And so anyway, she had emailed me the other day, and I told her like I wasn't doing well, so she made some time for me. She made an appointment for me, which I appreciate, and I told her that before I left. But I went in today, and I asked her. I said, I have a question for you. Like, I just need you to be honest. And I said, did you vote for Trump? And she made a face, and then she told me basically, yes, she did. And I asked her, I was like, can you explain that to me? Like, can you explain that decision to me? And she was like, I mean, for one, his policies. And I was like, what policies? And she was like, well, one thing, I don't like my groceries being so damn expensive, so freaking expensive, something like that. And I'm not gonna lie, that statement, that sentiment gave me great pause. And I didn't really have much to say for a couple seconds. And then I asked her, like, so did you think about me? Like, when you went in that booth, like, did you think about me at all? And she was like, what do you mean? I don't understand your question. I said, your black female child of immigrants client, did you think about me when you went in the booth? She said, no, I don't think about you like that. Like, I come here and I listen to your problems. That's my job. And that said everything. That said everything for me. I'm not gonna lie, I considered staying for the session. I considered, small talk or whatever, but I've overextended myself as a black woman for too long. Because the truth is that when I walked into that booth, I mean, metaphorically speaking, I filled out my absentee ballot, but when I filled out my absentee ballot and I voted for Kamala Harris, I voted for her rights. I voted for her rights to the medical abortion she just had to have for incomplete miscarriage. I voted for her rights to that. And you're telling me that cheaper groceries was enough for you to overlook the hate, was enough for you to overlook the violence. It was enough for you to overlook everything that is going to affect my day-to-day life, your client's day-to-day life. And I understand how that could benefit her in some way, and I'm trying not to think about it that way, because then that makes her a worse person than I could ever think. But I spent the last 2 years of my life with this person. I'm a senior in college. I was a sophomore in college when I first started seeing her. She knows things about me that most people do not know. And to know that you view yourself as my white savior, to know that you view me as less than you, to know, I mean, whether you meant to or not, that's exactly what it is. Because what it is an unwillingness to ever put yourself in my shoes. That's what it is. It's an unwillingness to empathize with me, with people who look like me, and with people who don't look like me. Because when I filled out that ballot, I did not fill out that ballot for myself. What the hell? I live in a country full of people. I filled out the ballot for the rights of my people. And that includes white women. That includes y'all. It included y'all. When I made that choice, when I made that vote, it included everyone. And so for me, it's a humongous slap in the face to hear that it's just a job and it's policies and, it's a difference in opinion. It's not enough for me. And so I said, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna have to find a new therapist. I can't look at you the same. I have to go. And on my way out, she said, see ya, as in see ya later. And I said, thank you. You're not ever gonna see me again. Please, don't be confused about that. Like, you already know I'm avoidant. So you know you're never gonna see me again. So don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Remember, you're my therapist. So you know these things about me. But it's just such a slap in the face to myself and to others. And people keep, like, I don't know. I feel like people think I'm overreacting, and I hope that's not what it is. But I'm not overreacting. I woke up and the country just reinforced the notion that I'm expendable, that my life is expendable, that I can do everything in my power to be the best version of myself, and it does not matter. That's what the country showed me on Wednesday when I woke up and Trump was president. That's what the country showed me. And you're asking me to educate you, you're asking me to sit down and have these conversations with you. And some people just don't even want to have the conversations. People like my therapist don't want to talk about their views anymore because they know they're dead wrong, one. And two, these are conversations we should have had before the election. This is education you should have been gaining before the election. Because to me, everything was on the line. Everything was on the line. Everyone's rights were on the line. And that's why I made the choice that I did. I could be ignorant. I could. But I don't have the luxury of being that. And it's not in the best interest of myself or the people around me to make a decision like that. But white people get to live like that every single day. And at the end of the day, when it really, really, really comes down to it, they'll choose themselves before us every single time. And if this election has taught me anything, it's taught me that. And personally, that's not something I can reconcile with. It's not something I'll ever reconcile with. I'm going to be moving way different, protecting my peace in a completely different way than I was before. Because I am going to find a new therapist. I'm not going to be speaking to her again. And to white friends who have reached out, like, I'll get to you when I'm ready. Like, my emotions are high. And it just, right now, it feels like an attack on myself. And so I'm not ready to have those conversations. I'm not speaking for all black women. If you're able to tolerate shit like that, then great. But we have to realize that this country views us as expendable. You can do your very damn best. You can be the very best. You can be the most qualified, and it still does not matter. And for a black female child of immigrants, it's personal to me. It's very personal to me. And I don't know why no one thought about that before. Because, like I said, I thought about everyone else. So, yeah, that's my spiel for today. There's so much more I could say, but I need to really sit down and I need to keep thinking, I think. But nah, shit, nothing is ever gonna be the same. We are not going back. Just like Kamala said, we're not going back. Because these people are hateful, they're inconsiderate, they're apathetic, and they don't really care about us. And I didn't see it. I knew it, but I didn't see it till Wednesday.
So her therapist was talking about her grocery shopping, how much to cost her to, shop for grocery, how her decision will help reduce the cost of grocery and all of those things. All of these things does not equate to human, okay? And that's what this sister is saying, that you did not think about me, okay? Being my therapist, you would have thought about me before even making your decision. Everybody has the right to do whatever thing they do, but you would have talked about me. And she just stayed there, listen to her and watch her rant about everything, her grocery and all of those things she was mentioning. And that was how she ended up firing her therapist, okay? And she's not the only one, because I've heard so many people talking about this whole thing on social media nowadays, especially on the street of TikTok. Okay, some people are saying fire your therapist, and that's the reason why you have the black people also coming together to start up their own hospitals and every other thing, grocery shopping place and all of those things. That's the black project 2025. Anyway, guys, let's go watch other creators what they have to say about this.
Hey everybody, and happy Monday. So there is a video that you're about to watch right after I kind of leave from this, but I want you to really listen to everything this young lady is stating, because this is the exact same reason why I started Cultivate Your Essence. Once you watch the video, you will understand clearly, but there's a reason why I talk about creating safe spaces, especially in the mental health space for Black women, because we need to know that when we step into that virtual office, whether you're seeing your therapist in person or not, that you feel seen, that you feel heard, that you feel valued, and you feel respected. I want you to listen to this young lady's unfortunate interaction. And I want you to just sit there and let that kind of sink in what her experience was. And it really kind of pisses me off that this is the experience she has to face. But unfortunately, this is why we're always calling for culturally competent therapists in this field. Because unfortunately, for Black therapists, we only take up 4.3% of this field. Okay. So if anybody ever wondered why I am so big on saying, yes, Cultivate Your Essence is a private practice dedicated to working with women of color while prioritizing Black women's mental health, this is what I want you to pay attention.
So yesterday, I saw a video that was really profound. It was about a young Black lady who went to her safe space, which is her mental health therapist, and she asked her point blank, like, who did you vote for? Now, the therapist got uncomfortable because, of course, we already know when they become quiet and uncomfortable, they voted for Trump. And she did. She voted for Trump. The young Black lady proceeds to ask her, did you even think about me when you voted for Trump? And when she's saying me as a young Black woman, okay? And the lady was like, no. You know, her thoughts is her immediate needs, the gas, the groceries, not the fact that they're going to take away your freedoms and rights. And that young Black lady was really courageous because she walked away from her therapeutic relationship. Honestly, if you're a therapist and you voted for Trump, I think that's an oxymoron. Social workers are expected to be advocates on people's behalf. They are there to fight for the less fortunate. But when you tell me you're a therapist and you voted for a rapist, a felon, someone who is an absolutely bad person who is seeking power and division, then I have to ask, why are you even a therapist? So if you are in a therapeutic relationship or seeking to be in one, I don't think it's a bad question to ask. You want to make sure that you are in a safe space. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day.
I think everyone should be allowed to do whatever thing that makes them happy. If she finding her therapist is one of those things that make her happy, then let her do it, okay? I saw some people saying, oh, you shouldn't have hired her in the comment section, or you shouldn't have hired her, you would have just continued and, it doesn't have anything, just political and all of that thing. People have their reasons. People have, if I'm going to someone for my mental health check and, thinking this person is a safe space for me to share my things, there's some things that can also trigger me in that place, right? I think that's her trigger at this point, and she doesn't need to be in such environment. And the best thing for her to do was to fire the therapist. Well, anyway, enough of me. You guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you were in her shoes, what are you going to do? Will you fire your therapist or will you continue with her? Just let me know what your thoughts are about this whole thing everyone have shared. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And please do well to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and do give the video a thumbs up as well. Okay, see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.